What is going on, people? Welcome back. Today I will be reacting to the NFL Super Bowl halftime show. Very excited for this, but before I start, I think it's my ethical obligation to, at the very least, acknowledge the fact that throughout history, the NFL has been complicit when it comes to issues surrounding sexual assault and domestic violence. Moreover, they have an extensive history of neglecting their players' physical well-being and ignoring their mental health. What is fascinating about this particular event is that for the past few years, they have seemed to take a stance against popular social justice movements like Black Lives Matter and have been very punitive to their own players for participating in activism off the field and on the field. With that being said, I do think this is an interesting transition for them. And granted, I wouldn't give them too much credit because at the end of the day, they're $1 billion corporation, right? So they've already crunched the numbers before even putting on this event to see what the cost benefit analysis is. If we stage this event with predominantly Black artists who have strong social justice messages woven into their music, who are we going to lose and how long are we going to lose them? As we know, sports are like crack for many of us, especially those of us here in America, and football definitely falls into that category. So I highly doubt that any of the people who were outraged at this particular show will maintain their outrage over the years, because obviously you and I are watching this video right now. This is my first time watching it, but you know, chances are you watched the halftime show. And if you are one of those people who a few years ago, when Colin Kaepernick was essentially blackballed from the industry, said, I'm never going to watch another NFL game, here we are, right? When you live in a society that is as complicated, contradictory, and flawed as the one in which we live, sometimes you just have to own up to it and say, hey, I understand that I'm sacrificing some of my principles right now, and I'm contradicting what I said before, but I've been able to justify it to the extent that, you know, I'm willing to make those concessions. And for me, I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar's music, Mary J. Blige's, and Eminem's, and I also have politics and worldviews that for the most part align with theirs. And that is one of the reasons why I am choosing to react to this halftime show. Oh, and if I didn't make it clear in my tirade, I'm against, you know, any form of systemic exploitation where the rich and the powerful take advantage of, abuse, or oppress those with less power. And my hope is that the NFL will continue to make strides towards social progress through their advertising, through who they allow on their platforms, through their tolerance of free speech in the form of taking a kneel, and even greater strides, right? Because we can't do this by ourselves. You and I as individuals can make a change in society for sure. But we live in a highly commodified society where corporations are prevailing. They run the ship, right? So we need them on board, and we need to continue pressuring them to make better and more humane business decisions. DOC.
It's the one and only Snoop Dogg. You know what happened with the DRE. Yeah. Y'all know what this is.
And also, before y'all talk out the side of your neck, the reason why I gave that preface at the beginning of the video has nothing to do with no virtue signaling. I don't believe in that. I think that whole culture is gross. This idea that I'm woke and I want to show how woke I am. No, that was an affirmation to myself to acknowledge that on one hand, I am behaving in a manner that is contradictory to my beliefs, and on the other hand, I'm able to justify it for reasons that I've already explained. So I just want to make that absolutely clear. I run a reaction channel, but for the most part, I just really wanted to watch the show because I saw some things on Twitter that piqued my interest as someone who studies issues of inequity and injustice.
Make some noise for my man, Snoop Dogg. Come on, louder, y'all, louder.
Top off, bottom all, yeah, I'm burning it up. DPGC, go ahead and turn it on up. CPT, LVC, yeah, we hook it back up. And when they bang this in the club, baby, you got to get up. Thug homies, drug homies, yeah, they giving it up. Low life, your life, boy, we giving it up. Taking chances while we dancing in the party for show. Slip my girl a 44 and she up in the back there. These chickens looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Step up in this mother, just a swing in my hair. Trick, quit talking, quit walk if you down with the shit. Take a bullet with some and take this dope on this jet.
Oh, that is great. So basically, this house is supposed to represent a house in Compton. See, in Compton, I've never been there before, but I've seen pictures and videos, and a lot of their windows have bars on them. And then, of course, I could see a palm tree from the distance. So.
Sit down for the father of rap. And if you happen to get cracked, shut your trap. Come back, get back. That's the part of success. If you believe in the S, you'll be relieving your stress.
Yo, I want a Doberman so bad. Look, there's a Doberman. I want a Doberman so bad, but I'm allergic. I'm allergic to dogs, so I need a hyperallergenic dog. I want a guard dog, though. Maybe I should try it. Who knows? Maybe I should find someone with a Doberman and see how I fare. How would that work? Like, yo, can I hang out with your dog for a few hours?
It's the one and only DR.
West Coast, make some noise! Come on, put your hands in the air. Everybody put your hands in the air.
Are we gonna get the Tupac hologram? I hope we do, because I saw that video from Coachella. Let me turn this up a little bit. And that shit looked hard. I ain't gonna lie. When they had Snoop and Tupac come out, and what song did they perform? Oh, Ain't Nothing But a Gangsta Party.
Come on, everybody put your hands in the air. Put your hands way up in the air.
Now let me welcome everybody
To the Wild Wild West.
A state that's untouchable
Like Eddie and Ness.
The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Like a
Is Snoop Crip walking? Is that Snoop? Oh, that is great.
Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass can't be. A place where you never find a dead slow empty. And pimps me on a mission for them greens. Lean
Money making machine serving fiends.
I've been in the game for 30 years making rap songs. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, that was 22. They clock me, watch me, diamond shining.
Looking like I robbed Liberace. It's all good.
From Diego to the Bay. Your city is the palm if your city get paid. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way.
Putting it down. Is that who I think it is? And why is he hanging upside down? Oh, because of the video.
It's your birthday. We gonna party.
So nostalgic right now.
It's your birthday.
You know, we don't give a fuck because it's not your birthday. Oh, she's pretty.
And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. We'll find you in the club. Got a full above my mind, got what you need if you need to feel above. I'm in the having sex.
I ain't into making love, so come give me a hug. I gotta turn this up even more. I gotta blast it through my headphones.
When I pull up out front, the Benz on good. When I roll 20 deep, always drama in the yeah, earn up with Dre. Now they wanna show me love. So you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Hold down, jeans up. I see you sipping in the cut it, man, roll up trees. If you watch how I move, you mistake me for a player. I've been hitting with a few steps where I don't walk with a limp. I'm alright. They say 50, you hot. Lately, I wanna be lovely like they love hot. But I let New York show they tell you I'm loco. The plan is to put the rap game in the choke on. My money on my mind, got a meal up the I started to say she feeling my style, she feeling my girls are with it, they buy it, they ready to go.
Yes.
Bottle full of bug, mama, I got what you need if you need to feel a buzz. I'm alive with sex, I ain't gonna making love, so come give me a hug. You can't get love, you can find me in the club.
That shit is hard. Mary J, the queen. I was raised on her music. Her, Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Eve. Man, all those women from the Northeast, man. Back in the day, the Northeast had a stranglehold on music. Either it's that or that's all my mom really listened to, was just artists from the Northeast. But she listened to Destiny's Child. I would hear Destiny's Child in the car. And Selena from Texas. But other than that, it was mostly the tri-state area all day. My mom would tell me crazy stories back in the day about how DJs couldn't play music from the West, because my mom would go clubbing a lot in New York on the weekends, and she was like, no, DJs couldn't play music from over there because they'll get ran out of the fucking club. And I was like, damn, the tension was that thick, huh? She was like, yeah. Fun fact, I met Biggie Smalls when I was 3 on a float in New Jersey because my mom participated in a beauty pageant and won the contest for the whole city. And so during the Puerto Rican Day Parade, we were on the same float as Biggie Smalls.
Come on, everybody, get on down. Cause you know we got to get it wrong. Mary J's in the spot tonight, and I'ma make you feel alright. Come on, baby, just party with me. Let me set your body free. Leaving situations at the door, but when you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it crunk upon. Let's get crunk upon. In this dancery, got your open.
Got to dance for me.
So just dance for me.
Classic.
Broken heart again, another lesson learned. You better know your friends, or else you will get burned. Gotta count on me, cause I can guarantee that I'll be fine.
I forgot about Mary. She deserves it. Y'all forgot. Y'all forgot. That's Kendrick. I know they had these white folks terrified. Oh, this is
hard times like yeah, bad trips like yeah, Nazareth, I'm on one, you on one, God got us, we gon' be alright.
Wow, that is so fascinating. Look at the artwork on the floor. It's like an aerial view. I think that's aerial, right? When you're looking down at the city of Compton, I'm assuming. Wait, is that where he's from? I think he's from out there. I know he's from somewhere in the hood in California. In Los Angeles.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay stub. But I'ma stop you looking at you from the face down. Make a left and leave it boom with the face down. Scheming, let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. But pretty, it's the highlight. Now tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 years with me, my chef, and tell them all to come and get me, ripping everything I sold. Corporate come in heaven, no preliminary year no my record. Tell them I'm a tasting, selling for the record. Tell the world I think I'm great. Trying to side my vice this day. Won't you please believe it now? Won't you please believe it now? When you know we've been hurt down before. When the pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? And we ain't wanna kill a dead in the street for show. I'm at the preacher door, knees getting weak, blood might flow. We gon' be 35 summers in the making, stop faking, you forgot about Dre.
Love that bass.
35 summers in the making, I'm talking in WOAH. 35 summers in the making, stop faking, you forgot about Dre. 35 summers in the making, I'm talking in WOAH.
No, he keeps saying forget about Dre. I don't know if this is where M comes out.
Everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move the lips. Just a bunch of gibberish and motherfuckers acting.
There we go. Let's go, man. Chills.
You had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment. Did you capture it? Just let it slip.
Is that Anderson back?
These weak arms are heavy. There's vomit on the sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he knows he won't have it. He knows.
Put some respect on his name.
It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so sad that he knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when he's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you hold it, you better never let it go. Only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you hold it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself. Make some noise. You better lose yourself.
I'm gonna need the Tupac hologram to come out right now. Right now. He's doing the knee. Good for him. Good for him. See, that's how you be an ally, and that's not the only way. You know, from what I know, Eminem donated a lot of money to the BLM movement, and he also, you know, has invested in a lot of upcoming talent, you know, musical talent in the area that he grew up in. So, you know, shout out to Eminem. It makes sense that he has a kind of appreciation for the black struggle that he does, since black people were instrumental in him rising through the ranks in hip hop and accepting him for who he is, regardless of his skin color. Because, you know, one would imagine whenever you're a minority in an industry that is heavily represented by the majority, you might run into problems no matter where you are or who you are. I think that's beautiful. Yeah, that's how you be an ally. I'm surprised the NFL let him do that. Even though I don't think he would come if they didn't. I don't think he would do it. Wait, where was Pop? Because he was gonna play I Ain't Mad at You.
Still Snoop Dogg and D.R.E.
Guess who's back?
See, I didn't start listening to this until I was, what, maybe 11, 12 years old. And I actually started using the internet and playing around with the computer. That's the first time I really started hearing these like West Coast beats and sounds and artists. Although my mom played pop. She played pop.
Still doing this. Make some noise for Dr. Dre.
It's still Dre Day, AK. Though I'm blowing up, I can keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How homie, the last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say rap's changed. They wanna know how I feel about it.
You ain't up on fame.
Dr. Dre is the name, I'm ahead of my game. Pumping my leaves, still touching the beats. Still not loving police. I still rock them khakis with a cup in the crease.
He said, I still don't got love for police. Yeah, I don't know what the NFL, I don't know if they knew, like, I don't know if they screened any of this, but hey, it happened. It happened.
The beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change.
I'm representing all them gangsters all across the world.
And still,
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
and still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE.
Representing all them gangsters all across the world.
And still,
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE.
Woo! There you go. There you go. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. And also tell me what you thought about the performance and what you think about, I guess, its ties to society and, you know, what it says about our current day and age, whether it's about corporations or media or these freedom movements. All right. I will see y'all next time. Peace.